Welcome to the High Vibe Moms Club, the podcast for ambitious women ready to ditch burnout, diet culture, and mom guilt so they can feel hot, healthy, and radiant from the inside out. I'm your host, Shannon Getz, and this isn't just another wellness podcast, it's a movement. If you're ready to raise your vibe, reset your health, and step into your most confident self, you're in the right place. Hey mama, welcome back to another episode of the High Vibe Moms Club. This episode is going to feel like a warm hug and a wake-up call all at once. Today's focus is on the busy mama who craves confidence, balance, and energy, but feels stuck in survival mode. We're going to talk about how you become the 2.0 version of yourself. The version of you that feels vibrant, grounded, confident, and strong in her own skin. She's not a fantasy. She is your future. And the truth is, you don't have to wait until you lose 20 pounds, get more time, or have it all figured out. You can begin becoming her right now. And I'm not talking about the cringy, fake it till you make it. We are going to talk about why you have been stuck and how to actually start rewiring your brain for success. All right, so there is a space between where you are right now and where you want to be. We're going to call that the gap. So, where you are right now might feel like rushing from one thing to the next, overthinking every food choice, tired of feeling tired, craving sugar at night, being reactive, resentful, and stretched too thin. But you want to feel light and strong and fit in your body. You want to feel calm in your mind. You want to be present with your kids, and you want to feel confident in all of your food decisions. How do we bridge this gap? It is an identity shift. Why most people get stuck is because, yes, habits are important, but the habits are a reflection of your identity. And most of us try so hard to change our habits through willpower. And I don't know about you, but willpower doesn't last forever, and you eventually go back to what is easy, what is normal, what is comfortable, which is, yes, those habits. But some of us, we see ourselves saying like, okay, if I could just force myself to work out, if I could just resist those cravings, if I could just be more disciplined. But that willpower doesn't last forever. And when it fades, and it does, you fall back on those familiar habits because those are an expression of who you are, your identity. So if you see yourself as the tired, overwhelmed mom who never finishes what she starts, well, then you're right. You'll unconsciously act in alignment with that. But if you start believing you're the kind of woman who nourishes her body, makes time for herself, and moves through her day with intention, then your actions begin to align with that belief. You stop relying on motivation and start acting from this identity, you 2.0. So here's a quick example of that shift in identity. Your old self might think, I'm someone who always starts strong and then falls off and then starts over again and again. And then the habit associated with this is giving up after a weekend of binge eating or a missed workout. Now your new identity is I'm someone who always tries my best and knows that things come up, and that's okay. Your new habit is when that thing comes up, you're like, meh, that's okay. I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk instead of spiraling and feeling guilty for the decisions that I might have just made. So if you want to shift your habits, you don't need to keep trying harder. You need to start seeing yourself differently, because who you believe you are is who you keep proving yourself to be through every small action. Your brain, if you believe that you're a quitter, your brain will find evidence in that. But if you believe that you are successful and you are healthy, your brain will start finding evidence for that too. We're going to talk a little bit more about the science and behind all of this belief and the power of visualization. If you know me, I geek out on this stuff. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so here's the coolest part. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagined and real experiences. When you visualize yourself showing up as the future you, your brain starts wiring in that identity. How cool is that? Like, amazing. Dr. Joe Dispenza has week-long retreats where they have measured brain activity and blood work to provide data of how people have literally changed their DNA in just 1 week of these visualizations through meditation. So this is some really powerful stuff. I also love the book, The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. So this isn't just woo-woo. This is rewiring our subconscious mind. It is so amazing. So amazing. So I want to share this with you guys today because I love this stuff. I do it every single day. So instead of saying things like, I'll be the best version of myself once I lose the weight, you have to start building the belief. And if it feels too hard to say, I am a filthy, I am a fit and healthy person. That's what I meant to say. If that seems a little bit too far off to say, I am a fit and healthy person, then let's add what if statements. What if I move like her now? What if I nourish my body like she would today? Just start getting your brain to think of these ideas and these thoughts. Visualization isn't wishful thinking. It's nervous system training. It helps replace self-doubt with self-trust. That's what we want here, ladies. For myself, I love the power of visualization. I created a perfect day for the 2.0 self. I wrote out an entire script. I had soft music playing in the background and recorded myself with my perfect day and who I wanted to be. And what I did is I replayed it every single morning when I first woke up so I can bring myself in that state of mind. I can feel like she was feeling. And I still do this today. I'm always on a personal growth journey. So the trick here is to have things that are actually happening in your life and sprinkle in those improvements so it doesn't feel like it's so far out. So something like this. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. in my warm, comfy bed with the sunlight starting to peek through the blinds. I feel energized and excited to start my day. I slip on my favorite robe and head downstairs to make my signature protein matcha. I enjoy the first sip and take a big exhale as it warms my soul and washes calm and peace throughout my body. I head to my home gym where I move my body, feeling the strength of my progress. The movements feel easy and I'm enjoying this time for myself. I turn and catch my reflection in the mirror and I'm smiling because I feel so lean and fit. So I go on and on about this, little glimpses of my day, what would be a perfect ideal day for myself. So then that way you can really anchor in to the feeling Just that 5 minutes every day, give this to yourself. And even before it became real, it'll give you a reason to show up differently. All right, so I love some takeaways. I love some things that you can start implementing into your routine today. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a journal, grab a notebook, whatever you need to do in your phone, and write down these 4 questions that I'm going to give you so you can start your dream day. So I want you to ask yourself, how do I want to feel physically, emotionally, and mentally in my dream life? What kind of relationships do I want to cultivate with my family, friends, and a partner? What does my ideal day look like from start to finish? What hobbies, activities, or passions do I want to explore and prioritize? So go ahead, get a journal, write all of that stuff down so you can really figure out who is you 2.0. And this will help you really anchor in that vision, turn on some music, visualize. And then here's 2 mantras you can also add into that recording. I am so happy and grateful that I am lean, strong, and energized. I am so happy and grateful that I am becoming the woman I desire to be. Okay, so now that you have your recording and you're ready, the next step that I want you to take, because yes, we want to rewire our mind, but we need to take action to make it happen. I don't want you to wait for a Monday. Choose one thing today that you can start doing. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water before your morning coffee. Eat like you love your body, not hate it. Say no to something that drains you. Put on an outfit that makes you feel magnetic. And here's some more mantras that you can add into your day. Every aligned choice brings me closer to her. I get to show up as her even before it's perfect. All right, now the third step is start speaking her language. Start upgrading your self-talk. Instead of saying things like, I wish I could be her today, you can say, I am becoming her today. Instead of saying things like, I always fall off track, I'm always starting over, you can say something like, I am learning how to care for myself better every single day. And so these are some of my favorite mantras that I like to say, and you can even put them on little sticky notes and put them in your mirror. So when you're brushing your teeth, maybe on your computer, wherever, it'll remind yourself when you start to fall back into that old thinking pattern. You can use these. My habits reflect my healing, not my hustle. My consistency doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. So I've given you quite a few mantras. See which one jives with you, which one feels good to you, and then put it everywhere. Put it on your phone. Have a timer on your phone where you can have, maybe at 11:11, one of these powerful mantras pop up and remind you of who you're becoming. Okay, so now back on that idea of claiming that version 2.0. It's not about pretending. It's not about faking it till you make it. It is about rehearsing what your new normal is. It's giving your nervous system a chance to feel safe in this next level version of you. Some of the things that you can do and practice when you walk into a room, into a meeting: roll your shoulders back, stand taller, unclench your jaw, choose a nourishing meal, and don't have it be like, oh, I have to eat this, but think of it as, I get to eat this. This feels so good in my body. Another example you can do is speaking up for what you need with your partner, with a loved one, because you honor your energy. You don't have to feel wiped out. You can ask for help. So this is just a little reminder that we're not faking it. We're familiarizing. Is that a word? Yeah. You're familiarizing yourself with this new identity. One more mantra for you is I act like the woman that I'm becoming until it feels good. So here's my invitation for you. Close your eyes just for 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes today where you visualize the you 2.0. You feel her excited, joyful, peaceful energy. Then you do one thing that aligns with her. Not all the things, just pick one thing that you can do today. And please tag me on Instagram at Shannon Gets Fit and let me know what's one small action your future self inspired you to take today. And don't forget, the version of you that you've been dreaming about, she's not far away. She's one choice closer. And the more you act like her, the more you become her. I hope that you guys have a very amazing day, and please leave a review to help get this message out there so more mamas that need this message can hear it. I love you so much, and we'll chat soon. Bye.